Welcome back. Ahead of the primary election later this month, 9 Democrats hoping to be New York City's next mayor faced off in their first debate as the frontrunner, former Governor Andrew Cuomo, was the target of attacks from all sides.
This question was about your personal regret in your years in politics.
I said I regret the state of the Democratic Party is that we elected Trump.
Not the 15th.
No regrets when it comes to cutting Medicaid or health care. No regrets when it comes to cutting child care. No regrets when it comes to slow-walking PPE and vaccinations in the season of COVID to black and brown communities. Really, no regrets.
Right. Let's turn to public safety. It's a top concern for many New Yorkers.
The people who don't feel safe are young women, mothers, and grandmothers around Andrew Cuomo. That's the greatest threat to public safety in New York City.
Ooh, a lot of fireworks there. Cuomo is trying to make a political comeback after resigning from the governor's mansion in 2021 amid an investigation from his own attorney general that found Cuomo sexually harassed nearly a dozen women. Allegations Cuomo denies. The attorney general also found the Cuomo administration undercounted nursing home deaths during the COVID-19 pandemic. Polls show Cuomo's chief competitor is Zohran Mamdani, a 33-year-old self-described socialist who is hoping to become New York's first Muslim mayor. Earlier today, Mamdani picked up a key endorsement from progressive leader and New York City Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Big endorsement there. Here to break down the dynamics of this race is our very own NBC News national political correspondent, Steve Kornacki. Steve, it's great to be here in New York with you.
Great to be on set with you, Kristen.
Yeah, usually we're in D.C. together. So let's talk about this endorsement by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. How could it shake up the state of the race?
I think it really reinforces what's become the main dynamic in this race, and that is we always knew Andrew Cuomo was the front runner. There's this crowded pack. Who's going to be the main challenger? I think it clearly is Zohran Mamdani. And her appeal, Ocasio-Cortez's appeal, I think overlaps with what Mamdani's has been so far. So I think it reinforces. It doesn't necessarily expand. He's doing best with younger voters, self-described very liberal voters, college-educated voters. He actually does better with white voters than non-white voters. That sort of progressive base of the Democratic Party we talk about a lot. It's with AOC, and it's increasingly with him in this race.
Well, it certainly is going to add a fascinating dynamic. And so, too, is the fact that the current mayor, Eric Adams, is running as an independent. He, of course, was facing indictments, multiple charges for various different issues. That's been dropped under the Trump administration. How does he impact the shape of this race? And what do you think his prospects are?
Yeah, so this is the interesting thing. We've got this primary going on, but Eric Adams, the Democratic mayor, not going to be in the Democratic primary. He says he's running in the fall. And I think the key thing for people to understand about New York City elections is it's pretty easy to create a political party in New York City. All it really means is you get your name on the ballot somewhere. And what they can do here that they can't do almost anywhere else is you can run as the nominee of multiple parties. So one thing that you've seen happen here is Adams has basically created his own party to run on in the general election. He may be soliciting the opportunity to run on other lines. So he's going to be there. You know, they'll have the winner of the Democratic primary who's going to be there. There is a Republican primary. Curtis Sliwa is expected to win that. So you'll have multiple candidates out there. There could be more who emerge in the general election. And it's potentially a big wild card. This thing, not necessarily. You think in New York is just overwhelmingly Democratic. The primary is the be-all and end-all. It can be. It often is. But there, you know, with Adams there and some other possibilities, this could be extended beyond primary day a bit in terms of some drama.
We can't overstate this enough. The fact that Governor Andrew Cuomo is the front runner in this race, and you saw that with the dynamics in that debate last night. Everybody was piling on.
No, absolutely. Look, and he came into this race with the big lead. He still has the big lead, although, again, Mamdani's been closing in. And you've got this ranked choice voting that's going to happen here. So you rank the candidates on the ballot 1 to 5 in your order of your preference. In each round, they drop the low-performing, reallocate the votes. This all plays out. It's a complicated formula. But, you know, what they've got, and you can see it up on your screen right there. This is one of the most recent polls. And you see in the first round there, Cuomo leads Mamdani in second place there. You play it all the way out. Cuomo, once you get to 50%, somebody wins. But that Cuomo number, you know, has taken him a few rounds to get there. Mamdani certainly has the momentum in this thing. And one of the possibilities, Mamdani has to expand his support more from what we were talking about earlier. But if he could ever beat Cuomo in this, we talk about those political parties in New York City.
Yeah.
Cuomo created his own this year.
Right.
So he already has it out there that potentially, if he were to get beat in this Democratic primary, he's got a place to run in the fall. And by the way, his father, almost 50 years ago, ran for New York City mayor, lost the Democratic primary, ran on a third-party line. It's been done in the Cuomo family.
Well, it's important you remind us of that great history. Steve Kornacki, thank you so much.
Got it.